Today, I'll answer the question, is honey and lemon tea actually good for my voice? Hello and welcome to the Vocal Pro Health Hub, the destination for singers and other voice professionals looking for top-notch health advice and support. I'm Duncan, an opera singer and healthcare professional. I have master's degrees in both physiotherapy and nutritional science, as well as over a decade of experience singing roles in some of the world's leading opera houses. I use this channel to combine my training as a healthcare professional with my experience as a performer to help offer you advice to maximize and enhance your vocal performance by prioritizing your health and well-being. So today I want to talk about a favorite of singers and other voice professionals. It gets brought up all the time, honey and lemon tea. And this is obviously a very popular home remedy for soothing the throat and providing relief for mild throat irritation, sore voice, or coughing. I want to answer the question, does it actually work? So there are some components of honey and lemon tea that may offer some potential benefit for singers and other voice professionals. So the first potential benefit is the demulcent effect of honey and lemon tea. And this basically just means an anti-irritation or anti-inflammatory or anti-inflammation effect. And honey does have certain compounds, sugars and enzymes and so forth, that can create a protective coating over the mucous membranes of the throat. So this coating effect can help reduce friction and irritation in the throat. So if you're experiencing some mild hoarseness or coarseness or soreness of your throat, particularly due to overuse, honey and lemon tea, particularly the honey portion of the honey and lemon tea, can offer some transient relief due to the substances that can coat the mucous membranes. The second potential benefit is the antimicrobial properties of honey. So honey does contain certain compounds, hydrogen peroxide, phenolic acids, and flavonoids, which can help to inhibit the growth of bacteria and other nasties, other microorganisms. So people dealing with a mild throat infection might get some benefit from the antimicrobial properties of honey. It's important to note that the effectiveness of any type of honey in this regard can vary massively depending on the type of honey and the way it's made. And there are certain factors such as heat, filtration, and pasteurization that can significantly impact the potency of the honey's antimicrobial properties. So in this context, raw or unprocessed honey does tend to retain far more of its antimicrobial properties than commercial and processed honey. And of course, in my experience, every singer and most vocal professionals have heard of the wonders of a product known as Manuka honey, which is a particular type of honey that comes from New Zealand and Australia that contains high levels of a compound known as methylglyoxal, or MgO. And it is believed that the higher the level of MgO, the higher the antimicrobial properties of that product. So this level is often referred to on a product label as a UMF, or a unique Manuka factor, and I think it tends to range from about 5+ to I think as high as 50+ Manuka honey. And of course, the higher the rating, the higher levels of MgO, and the more likely that product is to have antimicrobial properties. If you do want to try Manuka honey for this purpose, and many singers and voice professionals do, just a quick word of caution. Some products will give you a UMF rating and some products will give you an MgO rating, and they are different metrics. The MgO rating being much higher than the UMF rating. So just make sure when you're reading the label, you know which metric or which grading of the honey that you are purchasing. From the research I've read, it seems that in order to get the benefit of the honey for this antimicrobial purpose, you need a UMF rating of around 15+ or greater, or an MgO rating of about 250+ or greater. My personal advice with Manuka honey is to weigh up the cost-benefit equation. Those of you who have purchased this stuff or looked into buying it know that it can get pretty darn expensive. So you need to decide whether the benefit is worth the price tag for you. The third potential benefit that people like to bring up with honey and lemon tea relates to the lemon portion of the honey lemon tea, which is of course the vitamin C contained within lemon. Now of course, vitamin C is beneficial for functioning of the body, particularly as it relates to immune health. In my opinion, this is more of a theoretical benefit than a real one. So although vitamin C is an essential micronutrient, Anyone eating a balanced diet that contains enough fruits and vegetables in decent quantities will be getting plenty of vitamin C in their diet to meet their body's needs. It's really my opinion that the compulsion a lot of people feel to supplement with vitamin C or actively seek it out in their diet is really more based on a cultural influence rather than a nutritional need. So yes, fine, honey and lemon tea might give you a bit of extra vitamin C, but it's nothing really to write home about. Another potential benefit is, of course, hydration. This is a really simple one. The delivery system of honey and lemon tea is, of course, a cup of hot water. So if consuming honey and lemon tea is helping prevent you from being dehydrated, this, of course, is going to be valuable for systemic health and, of course, particularly for vocal health. The final potential benefit is, of course, psychological comfort. And just the act of sitting and relaxing and enjoying a cup of warm tea can have a really profound psychological impact, providing a sense of comfort and soothing and relaxation. The only potential downside I see to this is when singers and voice professionals start to use honey and lemon tea or any of these soothing products as a vocal crutch. And I don't bring it up to fearmonger, but only because I've seen it happen in a surprising number of performers. What I mean by this is that some singers and voice professionals can start to develop a slightly unhealthy relationship with some sort of product like honey and lemon tea, and they can start to believe that in order to be able to utilize their voice or utilize their voice maximally, they need constant access to that product. So with any of these vocal health remedies, there is the small potential of developing an unhealthy relationship with it, which of course should be avoided. So the final verdict, yes, there is some theoretical reason why honey and lemon tea might provide some short-term or transient relief for someone with a sore throat or a hoarse voice. But it's important to note that there is very, very little scientific justification for its usage, and it really is based just on hand-me-down information. So please, by all means, drink it if you enjoy it and find it comforting and soothing, but please don't expect it to compensate for poor vocal hygiene if you are ignoring the other more important aspects of your vocal health. I hope you found that information useful. Remember, your body is your instrument. You deserve to be treated like a Stradivarius. If you have any questions or perhaps suggestions for future videos, please leave them in the comments below. I'm here to help give you the information you need to maximize your vocal health and performance. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.